Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Lauren, for those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who follow me or are watching me again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get on this platform a lot more, so I will be making more videos. But yeah, I am here in my new apartment. Actually, I'll get into all updates, but yes, today I'm going to take you through a get ready with me once again, for those of you that have kind of seen me do this before. But I have some life updates, so I thought I would update you guys on those updates. And I put a poll on my Instagram story if you want to follow me on Instagram and see what I get up to every single day. I do post on that quite frequently, in this I have not been so good at, but I am trying. But yeah, if you want to follow me on that, I will put it on the screen here. But yeah, today we are doing this. We are doing a YouTube video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you do not follow me yet, I am trying to post once a week, every week, and just give you an update on my life, what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, mini vlogs and products I use, brands I shop from, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm more so settled in now, and I will explain where I'm settled in and why I'm here and everything in this video, because I did get a bunch of questions from that. But yeah, I'm more so at a place in my life where I can focus more on this kind of stuff, so I will be posting more, I promise you that. But today, yeah, like I said, I'm going to be answering some of your questions, giving you some story times, because a lot of things in my life have happened very recently. For those of you who know me, know what I'm getting at, but you guys are going to be shocked when I tell you this story. And there was a lot of questions about my love life, and this involves that, so we will get into that in a bit. I'll answer some of the more soft questions. But yeah, so I already started my makeup. I didn't do much, okay, I'm sorry, I already kind of screwed up, but I put the Paula's Choice primer on, as well as mixed two different Forever, wow, these look horrible because I've had them for so long because there's so much in them and I only use them for nights out. But I use the Forever Dior Skin Glow for if I'm going out and I want a full coverage. So I have put that on just with my damp beauty blender, and I go that all the way down my face. I self-tanned the other day, so I don't put self-tan on my face because I do break out. So we're going to have to use some bronzer to match this. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I do have a glass of wine. I've already finished one because it's Friday and I'm meeting up with a girlfriend after this and we're going out for drinks. But yeah, I am going to pull up right now some questions that you guys have. And I did like a get ready with me before and told you all the products, but I did just go to Sephora today and got a bunch of Rose Inc products. I think it's a new brand. I have never seen it in Sephora before, but I'll start off with using the Plumping, Smoothing, Nourishing, Forget the Filler lip gloss. Hopefully this doesn't burn, but okay, it goes on pretty thick. Let's hope it works. So that's right after putting it on. Let's see in like 5 minutes if my lips blow up. But yeah, so sit back, maybe get a glass of wine if you want to join me in getting ready, or get ready yourself if you want, and let's answer some of your questions and let you get to know me a bit more. So yeah, so I pulled up the questions that you guys have asked. I'm just gonna kind of put them into groupings because a lot of them were in certain categories, like relationship and love, what I'm doing right now in my life and routine and everything, and back to walking red flags and why I'm into them. So yeah, and like being homesick and stuff, because for those of you who don't know, I actually just moved countries. I was living in New York and now I'm living in no, I was living in Toronto and now I'm living in New York. So yes, I did move from Canada to the United States, and my transition has been weird due to some things, but not bad. Like, I guess we'll just start with this one. Like, people asked if I'm homesick, people asked how just the transition and how I'm adjusting, how am I really. And to start off, I was watching another girl's YouTube video on her life updates too the other day, which made me want to make one myself. But she was kind of saying that she felt like social media and the pressures of social media made her feel self-conscious and was hitting her a little bit harder than normal and stuff. And I feel actually the exact same way. Like, I've been pretty, not down on myself, but a lot more down than normal and comparing myself to people on social media, which I think just with summer and stuff and eating out more and going out more and doing all these things and vacations and all that, like, does obviously screw up your routine and put you out of sorts. But for some reason I think something's in the air right now, and hopefully it's just gonna pass. But yeah, we have to, you know, like, I need to just remind myself that life is a journey and it's all about balance. It doesn't need to be about perfection. You don't need to be the skinniest, you don't need to be the prettiest. You just need to, you know, do better than you were yesterday, and you will get to where you want to be. Have goals, of course, but don't put too much pressure on yourself, because if it's not attainable, you're just gonna be mad your whole life if you can't attain something. So make little goals that you can attain and then keep building off of that. And I guess the goals right now that I'm trying to do is, because it's still summer, like, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm moving. It's so much easier to meet people when you're going out and stuff and being social and at social settings. So I do have to keep that in mind. But I do want to, when school starts, obviously drink a bit less, maybe cut it down to just the weekends. I'm a very social person. If you don't know me, I'm an extrovert and I love socializing. I love going out. I love plans. I love the weekend and all of that jazz. But yeah, I would love to tone it down once I'm in school, and I'm sure I will have to, because I will have a big heavy workload with my master's program I'm going in. And leading into that, that is why I'm in New York. I got into the MPS fashion management program in New York City, and it is actually a 1 year, full year, so August 2022 to August 2023, all in person. I know that some people took it online, but this one that I'm in, the program that I'm in right now, is all in person, and that is why I'm here. This is a dream come true. I just graduated fashion communication at Ryerson in Toronto, Ontario, and now I'm here. So we're making moves, and hopefully, I don't know if I'll be here next year, but I do, with like the visa that I can have, I can do internships and stuff like that next year. So if things work out, hopefully I'll be here a little bit longer. But I will tell you about my future plans in a few other questions, because one of my friends did ask me about that. But so yeah, so touching on the move and that kind of stuff, and I think that's what's kind of also affecting my little mood I'm in right now. I'm also gonna start and go on with the cream bronzer. This is the first time I'm using this. This is the Rose Ink thing, and I don't even know what to apply it with, but I'm gonna use a beauty blender and we will see how this applies. Okay, pretty pigmented. I guess I'll just put it on and then I'll blend it out after. Probably should not be trying out new products when I am drinking, but that's fine, or making a new YouTube video. Actually, you guys might like to see it. It is very, very thin and easy to apply and I guess stack, because just an easiest, I guess, transitions from moving into a different country, I guess, not even just a different city. Easiest thing was, I don't even know, it's honestly not been easy. Like, my friend came and visited me, and my parents have been so good with, like, they helped move me in, which was so amazing. But it is scary. Like, I'm a very anxious person, and I have anxiety, and I used to, I guess I can't have her anymore, my therapist that I used to have, because she can't work for people in New York, so I had to say goodbye to her, sadly. But yeah, I did have, or used to have, a therapist for anxiety and that kind of stuff, so that has been a really hard transition to get over for sure. That was pretty good, but my Tom Ford stick is so much better, so I'm going to use this. But yeah, my anxiety is definitely at a high. My therapist told me that it probably would be, so I understand that, and I'm trying to just take it day by day. And because I don't have much of a routine and I'm not doing much, I'm a bit spiraling and I'm a bit uncomfortable. But I always tell myself I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be pushed, and I want to be put in uncomfortable situations, because one day, you know, I will be just working a job. Well, hopefully not, but one day, not hopefully not, but one day I'll be working in a job and I won't have much freedom as I do right now, and maybe won't be pushed as much, so I might as well just take advantage of the situation that I'm in now. But yeah, so definitely anxiety's at an all-time high, but I still, which is very nice, can FaceTime family and friends, and so many of my friends have been reaching out to me just asking me how I'm doing, which is amazing, because I'm not the type of person to, you know, reach out to too many people and explain that I'm uncomfortable. But I definitely am. I'm definitely anxious, but like, I know that this was the right decision, and I know I'm following my dreams, and I know that it's all gonna work out. I already have a few friends that I've met. You really, if you're moving, you really just gotta put yourself out there, like throw yourself out there, be like, say to random people like, hey, I'm new here, whatever. If they ask you to hang out or whatever, great. If they don't, okay, but you can pass them in the hallway, you can pass them down the street, and you'll have someone to smile at, which is great. But yeah, so I have a few friends. Definitely not used to, I in Toronto had a huge community of people, because I was there for 5 years, so I had so many people around me, and I was a planner, so I planned things to do with me and my huge friend group on the weekends, and I brought so many people together, and I loved it. Like, I had the best friends in the entire world. I had the best life ever. But again, I was comfortable. I did that. That was my university experience. This is my master's. I'm growing up. I need to push myself, and I understand that, but I do still have to remind myself of that sometimes, but that's fine. But other than that, like, I am loving it. I'm definitely getting more comfortable, and I'm definitely pushing myself. I have a gym that I found, which puts, everyone that knows me knows that I love working out, so that gives me my little routine in the morning. I have friends that have the same like-minded as me, you know, work hard, play hard. People that like to socialize and do things, and I have one friend that is really into social media too, so I'm sure we are going to get along in that aspect too and motivate each other. But yeah, I will update you on friends when I start school too, because I hope that, you know, I need even more. So yeah, my one friend asked me, how are you really? Honestly, after the story that I tell you of my love life, you'll get a different glimpse, but anxious but happy, and I know that I'm moving in the right direction, so anxious but happy, and proud of myself for doing this, and not, like, I'm definitely homesick, but I'm still happy I'm here. And all my friends want to come visit me. Like, who wouldn't want to come visit you in New York? So they have like a free bed to sleep in with me, and I can take them around. I'll buy you them groceries, and they can just have fun with me. I just love my friends, so I hope they do come and visit like they say they're going to. Another friend said, do you think you'll stay in New York forever? Right now, I don't know how to answer that question. Do I think it is a step up from Toronto? Yes. But do I freaking love Toronto and the people in it? Yes. But do I know enough about New York and made a life for myself yet to know that it's where I want to be opposed to that, or opposed to anywhere else? No. So I will answer that question at a later date. Okay, I'm going to go in with... Okay. Have to use these new products. So I'm going to try the Rose Ink concealer that I got. I'm hoping that it's not too dark, but she said it doesn't matte. Ugh, it is pretty dark. Crap. We'll see. Okay. We will see. This is where I apply it. See how it blends. I'm just not someone for change. I don't know why I got all these different products. Whatever. Well, that just sits for a bit. I'm going to read another question. Ultimate career goal. Well, if you know me, you know that my ultimate career goal is to be a creative director and for some massive brand and make a name for myself. But I don't know, like, I don't know enough. I know enough about fashion to know like all the jobs and everything, but I need to eliminate things that I don't like. So during my program there's an internship, so I'm going to use that to try out a bunch of different things and see, you know, things that I don't like, so I can eliminate what in the field I don't want to be in. Okay, I love this already, just using it on my chin. I'm kind of obsessed. It's like full coverage and still very natural. Like, wow, I'm obsessed. Also, I don't know if the lip thing changed anything. I feel like when it doesn't burn, it doesn't do anything, but you tell me if my lips look any bigger. Yeah, so that's probably my ultimate career goal, but I really do just take it day by day. Like, I try hard in everything I do, but, and I know like basically like where I'm gonna be. Like, I know I'm going to hopefully be interning or working here in New York in by next like year, but, and I know I'll be working in some aspect because I'll be done school, but we will see in what field and who picks me up and who wants me to work for them. But it would be nice if like I got a job next year, worked there, interned, and then moved in with my friend that's going to be living in Europe and worked there the next year. Like, got sent off from like a company that I've been working at here that has like another office there. That would be the dream. So then I could kind of like experience fashion in Europe too. I think it's a whole different vibe. Obviously it's just so ahead of like fashion here, but that would be very, very cool. That's a dream for me. Next question. Let's see what else. Where do you get your style inspo from? Pinterest, Instagram, walking on the street. I would always like just go for random walks and appreciate people's styles and stuff in Toronto, and I've done that just here in New York too. Like, even when I'm walking to go get my nails done or go get a coffee, I'll walk to like the further coffee shop just so I can appreciate people's fashion, and like I take note. I do. So that has been nice, and obviously here is even better than Toronto. But yeah, so the street, Pinterest, I have boards for like every month of things that I want to wear or the vibe that I want to portray and stuff like that, which is nice. And then just like, yeah, Instagram, like you can obviously save boards on Instagram too, so I do that as well. I'm literally like all about boards. Like, I use them for absolutely anything. Like, if I'm doing a project in school, I'll use them. If I'm doing basically anything, I will use it. Like, make a board as inspiration for it. What else that isn't about relationships that I can go? Do you want to get married and have babies? Yes, I want to be so in love and want to have kids with them and get married and do all that kind of stuff for sure. Do I see that in my next 3-year plan? No, I'm 22, so probably a bit later in my life. But like, if I met someone tonight and I fell in love with them and I thought they were the love of my freaking life, I honestly could see myself if they wanted to, I could see myself getting married at 25, 26, having kids at like 28, 29, and being that young mom, because so I can like do everything with my kids. But at the rate it's going right now, it's not looking good. But yeah, I do want to be in love, but I'm never gonna settle for something that isn't, like, if I don't look at them and think, oh my god, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I'm positive about that, I'm not gonna settle. So yeah, and I'm not looking for a relationship right now because I'm in a new country, new city, new people, new friends, and I think this is the one time, like, out of any time in my entire life, I should be single. There's so many more men here than there is in Toronto, and keep your eyes open, okay? I am the relationship person though. Like, I love having someone to talk to every day. I love that comfort and stuff, but you definitely do learn a lot about yourself when you're single. Like, I'm very independent, of course, but not of course, but like I am very independent, but like it is nice to have that person, and I love having that person, but like I do not have that right now. Yep. Someone asked about relationship. I am single. I think we're gonna have to get into the dating life because I got a lot of questions about that, and I do have a bit of a story time of what just happened to me. I'm not gonna name any names because I think that's just rude, and karma will get you if that is needed, but I don't need to throw anyone under the bus. That's just rude. But yeah, let's get into this story time, and I think you guys are going to be shocked, and I hope you're shocked, but I hope we all learned something from this. I have now processed it within a few days, but I would love to tell the tale because it is hilarious looking back at it now. I don't know who's gonna watch this or hear this, but you know, let's be transparent here. So yes, I am single. For the past couple months I was talking to somebody, and I kind of stopped talking to other people due to that. This is also, wow, I'm scared of how this is going to go on, but let's see. Yeah, for the last little bit I was talking to someone for a couple months. We had never met yet. He saw me at a bar and found my Instagram. I might have to say this part too. He is an athlete. Saw me at a bar and found my Instagram. I don't really know how, but he did, and messaged me, and I thought he was cute, so I messaged him back, and we talked for a few months, like every single day, and he is from Italy, so considering I'm from New York, it's a bit away, but because we talked every single day and FaceTimed like every single minute of the day, we felt like it was a good idea to meet before I started school to see if it's still even worth talking, or if it's just a waste of time. And the things that he would say to me, like, keep in mind, he messaged me and I answered, but I didn't really know much about the sport. I'm gonna give the sport because, like, I'll cut this out maybe, but I probably won't because there's so many of these people in the sport. He played soccer. And I don't know anything about soccer. Obviously soccer isn't as big of a thing in the States as it is in Europe, but yeah, so I knew nothing, so I didn't know how well known this person was, but I love talking to him, and definitely the things that he was saying to me made me believe that he did as well. And he would FaceTime me like every single day, and it almost got to a point where like the only times that I'd FaceTime him was like FaceTiming him back, but I still wanted to, but like he FaceTimed me so much that I was like, oh, like he for sure likes me, like yada yada yada. And because we were talking so much and getting along so well, I was like, wow, this is going great. Like I've never had this connection in a while since like my past relationship, and no toxic vibes. Like everything was pretty good, like we definitely got along and this and that. And then time came and he was like, you should come and see me. And I'm like, what if we hate each other? And like we kind of made jokes out of that, whatever. But he's like, I don't think we're gonna hate each other. I was like, yeah, me either, if we FaceTime this much, this and that. And he would come up with these stories and be like, well, what if this happened? And I was like, haha, like you're funny, like you're a jokester, like you're obviously not gonna stand me up at the airport or something. He would like say crazy stuff like that, and I'd be like, haha, and then we just like play along with it and like jokingly like say what we would do. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure, he mentioned during one of these funny, hilarious jokes that like, what if he just like ghosted me and then came to me in New York a year later. Weird, right? But I didn't think anything of it. Obviously me in La La Land. Yeah, I need a drink. But long story short, to fast on this process, almost 2 months in of talking every single day and stuff, I went out to see him. An 8-hour plane ride. I went to his game. I met him afterwards. I was accompanied by some people that were close to him, staying at his place too for this first game. And we met and thought it went fine. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with you, but it went good considering we've never met before. He was all touchy-feely, I was all touchy-feely. We had a great time the first day, talked with everyone. And then the next day he had to go to practice, whatever, and came home. I was jet lagged, slept, and then we'd hang out when he got home. That happened for like numerous days. I was there for a week. And because he's well known, like we didn't really go out to dinners or anything when we weren't with other people, which I thought were fine because he would always say like, yeah, can't even follow you on Instagram because like fans and stuff would read into that and make fake pages, this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, fair. I don't really care if you follow me as long as, you know, we have this mutual respect. He also told me before I came that he'd be mad if I hooked up with anyone else or that kind of thing. So I kind of thought going into it that we had a mutual agreement kind of respect thing, that like, you know, we weren't hooking up with other people. And he would always ask me, when's the last time you hooked up with somebody else? He would ask me my kill count. He would ask me who's the oldest person you hooked up with. He was so interested, and he would always say like, what if it goes well, like and this happens and this happens and this happens, like what would you do like to make this work, blah blah blah. So I fully was thinking like, wow, he genuinely thinks this is gonna go well, and he's like planning for the future. Whatever, like anyone would, at least I think. But yeah, so that happened. And then we still these things, like at his place, like, you know, drank one night. He was obviously in season, so we couldn't go out and do much, but we would watch a movie. That's his favorite thing to do, and just kind of hang out with the people that were visiting as well. And I was kind of like, why aren't we hanging out one-on-one? But I didn't really say anything because I was like, if he wanted to, he would. And one of his buddies brought up, when he was over, one time one of his buddies brought up like the whole fact of like how he sent one of his exes home from vacation because he wasn't interested. And I was like, I fully respect that, because I wanted to make it clear to this man that if you don't like me, whatever. And then like by like the 4th day, I was like, okay, like if you're not like doing anything special, this man didn't even buy me flowers. Like if you're not doing anything special, like clearly you don't like me. Like I'm not dumb. But, and I wasn't like too invested either, because I kind of had this hunch, and I'm not gonna go for someone that doesn't like me, but I had this hunch that like if he wanted to, you know, he would buy me flowers. He would. He said he was a hopeless romantic. Nothing romantic about this entire trip, but whatever. And then, but he also said because in the public eye, like people are obviously watching him, so it's like he won't be touchy-feely in person. And this is what really threw me off, because in person he was pretty much all over me. Like he'd put my chair and we were sitting next to each other, he'd kiss me in public, he'd grab my waist in public, he'd grab my hand in public, all this kind of stuff. So whatever, obviously that's one thing. And then second last day came, and we still like never had a dinner by ourselves. And in my head I'm like, you can do it in other ways. Like we don't have to go out. Like you, if you wanted to, you would have probably like got food sent to your house and we could have made dinner together romantically, and like you want to spend time with just me, but whatever. He didn't. So the second last day I was like, you know what, I have enough respect for myself to say something. Like I don't know why he didn't tell me that he wasn't feeling it, if he wasn't, or maybe, you know, he had some huge excuse, because I don't think I did anything wrong, and I know I'm a good person, so it's not like I made a fool of myself and I was a totally different person in person than I was on FaceTime, because I am the exact same. I don't fake being something I'm not. So it was the last day and we went bowling, and then we went back to the house and of course watched another movie with people at his house. And then we fell asleep on the couch, but I had to leave at like 6 a.m. for my ride to the airport to go back home. And mind you, he always said like, if this goes well, like what's gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he never even mentioned anything, so like something's up, something's fishy. So I was like, obviously I have to say something. Like I don't want to have this conversation on text afterwards or over the phone. Like I want to have I'm mature enough to have a conversation in person, and I thought he was too. So that night, because he didn't bring up anything, also I missed a little bit of a part, like because we didn't do much like by ourselves or anything, and I was a bit fishy about it. Like the last day I was a bit off and I wanted him to say something, so I did the whole like in the car, like I looked out the window, didn't grab his hand because we normally do that. And then he like tried to kiss me out in public, and I like turned to the cheek, so like he understood that something was up. So that happened, and then I knew that he knew something was up, and then didn't say anything though. And then I woke up and I went up to his bed because we fell asleep on the couch and I had to wake up early in the morning and I needed my charger. So yeah, and then I was like, mentioned like, what is this, what's happening, how do you feel it went? And he like said good, like reassured me that it went well for him in his eyes. And then I left, and he would like text me afterwards, like making sure I got to the airport, hearts, kissy faces, all 9 yards. And then wish him luck for his game that day, and ghost mode. Text me after the game saying he was dead, and then nothing. I was like, dead in a good way, dead in a bad way, whatever, blah blah blah. Nothing. Never answered. It's been 3 days. Nothing. Like, first of all, ghosting is so rude. Not that I care, because it wasn't going that well anyways, and it wasn't much of a click, and I'm not going to lower my standards for someone that's not going to do much about me or put me as a priority or do these romantic things for, coming halfway across the world and taking a week out of my life to come meet you. Not that I thought that this was going that well or that we'd get into a relationship, but do not be a pussy and not say anything. Gave you the chance to say something in person. Gave you the chance to say something after. Screw it, make up an excuse. But ghost? That is so mean. Like, just disrespectful. You're not even respecting the person's feelings. Everyone has feelings. Like, I don't know what was going on or what the reasoning was. It's just, it wasn't needed. I'm not crazy. I'm not psycho. You can easily just say, listen, I'm not feeling it. Like, anybody can say that. Anyone has time to say that. But whatever. It's fine. We've gotten over it. But yeah, I am back on the market. And like, honestly, for people that like have gone through ghosting or been ghosted before, just know it's like cowardly, and they obviously don't care about you if they are okay with just doing that and putting you in that position of never speaking to you again and not even giving you any explanation or anything. Like, that's cowardly, and that's immature, and that's not someone that you should have in your life. So please do not let that take down your self-esteem or how you view yourself, because it can, and it's not worth it. Like, there's so many people in the world that will treat you better than that, and like, do not waste your time on that. Say, your loss, learn from the experience, don't regret it, but your loss, bye. So yeah, like, I took the power back. I don't care. Like, my power is my power, and your loss, taking the power back. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little story time and also life updates. I will show you when I'm ready to go out of what I choose to wear. I have to quickly pop out for an errand to run before I even put on my outfit, but this is the final face look. I don't want to put much on my eyes because I just got my lashes done today. But yeah, overall I do like the Rose Inc products that I've been using, and I'll probably use them for a bit. I think they sit well on my skin and with my other products. But yes, this is me for tonight and how I'm going to do my face. But yes, I will get back to you very shortly with another video next week, and we will see. Let me know what you want to see from me. Maybe I'll probably do a vlog, honestly, of what I get up to next week, because I'm going to be starting school and meeting new people, so that should be very, very exciting. And I know you guys asked a lot about school, so let me take you with me. But yes, I hope you had an amazing week. I will see you next week, and enjoy your weekend, and I will also come back to you in a bit with my outfit and how I do my hair. But yes, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm wearing a corset top and khaki pants. Yeah, this is my outfit, and I think I'm just gonna leave my hair straight down tonight because I can put it over my shoulders. And yeah, I'm debating putting in a pony, but I feel like this is fine. I'm just so hot in my apartment right now. I want to put it up, but yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.